Hi everybody, Coach Heather here. I wanted to make a short video and share with you how I've been tracking my new challengers and my coaches. I wanted to share this because I've tried all different kinds of ways and just couldn't quite get it. I've been successful at tracking on certain levels, but I didn't always feel connected and knowing exactly what was going on with everybody. I used Google Docs for a lot and was really good at inputting the information, but I found that it wasn't visual enough. I wasn't staying connected with what was going on with everybody that I was dealing with. So this is really going to appeal to the emeralds. And if you don't know what that is the super organized mindset and personality type. So I'm into spreadsheets. I'm very visual. I like binders. Yes, there's a binder. And this has just really helped me to be very visual. So I have a binder. I have a bunch of forms in the back. I did create the form on Google Doc, and I have it alphabetically tabs there, so I can go through the last names. So what I do is I take a form out when anybody purchases something from me, and I keep that in the very front of the binder. And on this form, I include the date they ordered, and then once it's posted, I include their shipping information. So I know that when they're supposed to get it. Because a lot of times I find I tell people to let me know when they get it, and then you'll remember it maybe a week or so, and you're like, oh my gosh, did they get their stuff yet? And I would text them, they'd be like, oh yeah, I got it, everything's good. But I want to know exactly when they're going to get it. I also like to send them their tracking information because a lot of people like to have that. So I keep it in the front of the book because then I know when they get it, and then I know when it's time to schedule our getting started call. I schedule a getting started call with every single one of my clients. I find that it's really helped. It's really helped them, and it's really helped me. Not only do you start building that trust and that relationship, but every single one of them, especially if you don't know them, it makes you this non-fictitious Facebook coach. It puts some heart and soul behind you, and they can hear your conviction and your compassion. And when you start to create a relationship with them, 90% of the time, people will tell me when they get off the phone, I feel so much better, or I'm motivated, or I'm inspired, I'm really excited for this now. So we schedule a getting started call after they've had a chance to go through all of their materials. And then I also, after that call, I schedule a 1 week follow-up call because I find that I was losing too many people in that 1 week period, especially if they're not used to health and fitness. They would start working out and start trying to change their nutrition, and they would just freak out. They'd be sore, they'd be struggling, and they'd disappear. So I schedule a 1 week follow-up, and I tell them, we're going to touch base again in a week. What date and time works for you best? I want to talk to you after you've been on your plan for a week so we can talk about any questions you have, anything you're struggling with, if we need to tweak your plan at all. And so that has really, really helped my retention as well. So on that getting started call, what I have on my sheet, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I also have the conversations. I have this is just the Team Beachbody contact list that you can get in the Coach Online office. I also have that at the beginning of each tab with some conversations that I have going, so I can see those as well. Because again, I was doing that on a Google Doc and I wasn't staying connected. So like I said, I have on there their order date, their tracking information, so I know when they're going to receive it. Once I have that getting started call right with them, I take that form out of the very front of the binder and I file it under their alphabetical name. I also put on there if they enrolled as a coach or a discount coach, so I know that as well. I have their contact information on there. I have what their current program is and the date, and you guys will see it's not a spreadsheet. It's kind of like I know it's hard to see. It's more of just like a regular doc with spaces under each area. I printed it on the front and the back so I can flip it over and kind of continue with them. But it's really just an area for me to make notes so I know what's going on with their journey. So I'm tracking what their current program is and the dates that they started. So a lot of you have probably noticed after about 3 or 4 rounds of the 21-day fix, people start plateauing. And so I need to know how long someone's been doing a program so I can, as their coach, recommend when it's time to kind of move on. I have tracked what their Shakeology flavor is. I was finding that a lot of people I thought were drinking Shakeology that weren't. So this is something that I'm keeping up with now on a regular basis. I have their progress, their weight, their inches, what they're accomplishing. Um, their success for the week, what they did right, what they accomplished, areas that they would like to improve on. So, what trips them up, what's challenging them, goals for the upcoming week. So, I know exactly what they want to accomplish, and their long term goals. So, I know not just this week or not just this challenge group, but what ultimately do you want to accomplish? And that's going to be the good place to dig when they start losing motivation, or if they disappear. I can plug into these long term goals and reach out to them and get them connected with their why again. Then I have a place for contact so I can track when I've texted or called or emailed them. And then I have a place for notes for me. It's definitely a must to reach out to your challengers on a weekly basis. I'm not saying you have to talk to them every week, but I set up weekly calls for those challengers I know need that accountability, need the motivation, or maybe struggling. So if you have challengers like that, then I highly recommend setting up a weekly call. I have a handful of challengers I do that with. If you have some people that they're doing pretty good. I still reach out to every single one of my challengers on a weekly basis. I email them, I Facebook them, or I text them. It might just be a motivational text, but each week I email them, Facebook them, or call them. And so I know what they want to accomplish for the upcoming week, what happened last week, what they struggled with, what they accomplished. I want to be able to celebrate all those little successes with them. So I found that even though it's archaic, I know that I'm not doing anything digitally. It's very visual, so I can just go through here and see all my notes, see all the conversations I'm having, see where I have a same system, a different binder, and a different form for my coaches, but same kind of system where I can track everything that they are doing and what they want to accomplish. So I hope that this helps. This has definitely helped me stay on top of my challengers and my customers more. And you guys have a great day. Bye.